Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Chainsaw Man. Last time around we had Mission Start, where basically the new Division 4 was unveiled in their, mission to go and defeat the Snake Bitch and the Katana Man. So, yeah. And we saw some of the new people who were from previous divisions. There was, what do we have? The Shark Fiend, the Violence Fiend, I think, the Spider Devil, and the Angel Devil, and yeah, so they were taking care of some of the zombies. Aki, who had just contracted with the Future Devil, was taking on the Ghost Devil, Himino's Ghost Devil, that was being controlled by Snake Bitch, and yeah, he was having some rough go of it. And Katana Boy is going after Denji. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into the final episode of this season of Chainsaw Man. Here we go. What does that mean? We're talking about mice now. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I don't know what that means. And I don't know if there's going to be a season 2. There better be a season 2 here. Chainsaw Man season 2. Well, May. Alright. So, from what it looks like, there's not really confirmation. But, I don't know. I hope. I mean, if there's not a season 2, there is a manga, at least, so. Why is Kobani talking about mice? Is she evil? I don't want her to be evil. No, I've been sitting pretty on my waifu choice for so long. I don't want to be wrong. Should have just gone with Himino. I should have just gone with Himino. Or Makima, the Step on Me Queen. Ugh. This is when everyone who chose power is going to come out and be smug. I don't know, man. I don't know what that means, but hey, if there's a season 2, maybe we'll find out. Maybe. Okay, so I love how goofy Denji is, you know? I think that's the thing is, you know, earlier in the season when it's like, oh, you know, what do you take seriously? It's like, you know, one thing that's kind of hard to take seriously is just Denji, you know? But I think that works to the show's benefit, you know? Like Aki, you take seriously, you know? But Denji is such a goof. I'm sure there'll be more serious stuff with him, but he is just such a goofball that, I don't know. Like, he doesn't fit the typical shonen fight protagonist, and Aki kind of does. They even comment about that last episode, you know? So, I don't know, but I just, I don't know. It's interesting, but I like at least having both of them. Now, for a second, I thought, oh no, what if this is where, you know, Aki dies? But no, because, I mean, the Future Devil saw it and is like, you know, you're going to die in, like, the worst way possible. So I don't think smoking a cigarette on your balcony at night is the worst way possible, you know? So we've still got Aki for a bit, but yeah, but I like that. I like... it's an interesting thing. I'm glad the Ghost Devil was not, I don't know, like, didn't just switch, you know? Like, no, the Ghost Devil still remembers Himino, you know, still liked Himino. So I like that it basically had to knock some sense into Aki to remember that, and then gave him the cigarette, you know? So that was good. I like that. It is kind of weird though that it's like, so this is twice that Himino has not had good luck because the person was a minor, you know? Granted, it's like two very different situations in multiple regards. It's like, okay, so she tried to give a cigarette to him, not knowing he was a minor, and then took it back. All right, that's fine. And then there's Denji, where while she was drunk, she tried to have sex with him, and luckily she passed out and didn't because he is a minor. So it's like, boy, Himino doesn't have any good luck, does she? It makes me curious, honestly, just how old she was, like, mainly just with Aki, like, how much older she is, I guess, you know? Like, obviously just adult, but still. I don't know. I will say it's interesting, though, that Himino is the sort of... I don't know if I can say, like, the Uncle Ben death of this story, because... I mean, granted, this is kind of like Spider-Man 2 with the train fight, but still. But yeah, it's like, it was... I don't know, it's just kind of... It's interesting that she's sort of, I guess, the catalyst death, you know? The Uncle Ben, the Obi-Wan, you know? Like, I don't know. But it was interesting. I like that. I like that, and I like how that now... pushes the two of them. Aki, it's like, oh, I will get revenge, you know, for the woman I truly loved. And Denji's like, oh, I'm gonna get revenge because you took out that, you know, those hot knockers, you know, like, which works. Again, it's like, I like how goofy Denji is, but I guess he's doing the right thing, so that was good. I like that. I like the cigarette, you know, so... it was a good fight. I don't know if I expected more from that fight, but it was a good fight between Denji and I should probably know the character's name. I guess we could look up the voice too, but let's see. Oh. He doesn't have a name, he's just Katana Man. Okay. So it's just Katana Man. Well, let me look up his voice actor. Jason Marnocha. Alright, well, the first thing I got here is in Diamond is Unbreakable as Keicho Nijimura. So that's at least something. I don't really recognize... No, okay. Oh, although... he was the narrator in Cells at Work Code Black. That I do know. Yeah, because it was a specifically different voice than the narration in the original Cells at Work. And yeah, it works for that because he's got that very deep voice, so he starts talking about old people smell, you know? That's the only one I remember, but yeah. So unfortunately, I don't recognize him from much else, but I saw a couple things: Mob Psycho, Vinland Saga. So, and again, I know I'm watching Mob Psycho, but I'm not watching the English dub. So yeah. But I mean, great voice. But yeah, but like, there was a good fight. It was interesting. It's just, I don't know, like. I mean, you know, maybe this is a good thing though. It's like they're not really like blowing their load on that fight. And that's probably for the best, you know? Like, that, I guess it is good that it is a bit more subdued, you know? And going onto a train, that's always just fun in a fight, you know? So that was good, and, you know, it's like, oh, you know, Denji lost both of his arms and stuff. But I do love that, because I did kind of notice that he kicked him, but they didn't show the chainsaw there. But I like that it's like, oh, yeah, he knew... He baited him into going for Denji's head chainsaw, and he fell for that, so he wasn't on guard for anything else, and Denji was able to pull a chainsaw out of his leg you know? So that was really cool. And I did kind of joke about that. I was like, oh, you know, feet, you know? And he did it. He did it. Split him in twain. We got better, you know? So that was cool. I like that. And I love that... I mean, again, you know, I was joking about peeing on him, but man, when they said nut shot, I thought that was... I was thinking something else. I was thinking, you know, do a little bit of this kind of action, that kind of a nut shot, but no. That's not the kind of nut shot. That's, I don't even know if I should have mimed that. Like, I might have to put a censor on that, you know? But that's just because my mind was going for, you know, pee on him. That'll get revenge for him, you know? But I like how, you know, Aki comes in, and he is, you know, the more logical one of like, oh, you know, we're supposed to capture him, we're still on mission, we shouldn't just torture him just because it might make us feel good and stuff. It's like, oh, you know, it won't bring her back. And then he looks at the cigarette, and I love too, because he says like, oh, she probably wouldn't even approve. And it's like, oh, dude, this is Himino we're talking about. And I like he looks at the cigarette, and he's like, she would approve. And then they just go and just start kicking him in the nuts. That's hilarious, you know? Man, Kobani is so interesting. I hope she's kind of not a villain, although I kind of hope she is, just because, like, Kobani is really interesting, you know? Just, I like this, you know, shy, meek girl, but she's also a deadly friggin' assassin, you know? Like, she is really good. She's quiet. She's like a ninja, basically. I like that, you know, like, yeah, she was about to friggin' do the snake thing, and Kobani was already there, you know? Like, I like that. That's really cool, you know? I like how it's like, you know, why didn't you just quit, you know? And she was like, well, bonuses are coming up, and it's like, you understand that, especially with what she said previously, that it's like, yeah, she's getting money for her younger siblings' education and stuff, you know? Like, it was either that or become a sex worker, you know? So yeah. So that's interesting. And then at the end, Snake Girl took herself out. So that was unfortunate, but then yeah, at the ending, like, it's like, oh, what would you rather be, a country mouse or a city mouse? And I'm pretty sure that was Kobani. So I'm just sitting here like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I gotta wait till a season 2 to get that? I hope there's a season 2, but if they say tomorrow that there's not going to be a season 2, then I'm just gonna go read the manga because I want more of this story, you know? So, and I would say that if I did read the manga that I would make a video about it, but I'm really terrible at that. Let's just be honest. I'm very terrible at doing something that's not the weekly schedule. So, and you guys probably know that because I put out a One Piece review months ago and I haven't followed up on it. I have read more, but I am slow going when it comes to reading One Piece, which is not good when it's 1,000 chapters long, but yeah. I don't know. It's finding the time to read manga, which I find to be a real challenge, so yeah. Anyway, what an interesting season this was. What an interesting season of television this was. Good. I enjoyed it. You know, take it seriously, take it not seriously. Just kind of depends on what scene we're talking about, I feel like. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Next week, Hellsing Ultimate. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Chainsaw Man reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.